I'm going to show you how easy it is to get started building an app for your business in Zite. We can start with a simple prompt. I'm going to build an order management system. Now, if you've already been using a spreadsheet and you want to connect to your data, you can. Here we can choose from different data sources like Google Sheets or Airtable. You can also choose how you want your app to appear by selecting different themes. And now we're ready to have Zite build our app. So first we need to know, where are we going to store all of this information for our app? Zite comes with its own database included even on the free plan. So here I can connect to a database and we'll tell it to create a new one. And it'll tell me which tables and fields it plans on creating. If we want to make a change, we can easily do that. When we're ready, we can create our database. And now we have the first version of our application. Now, as we continue to work on our order management system, we have 3 different tabs across the top. Here we have our application. This is going to be the functionality that our users actually interact with. The database that we created is over here. In this case, I just have a single table, but we can add as many different tables as we need to. We can also add our own custom fields via the database. Things like linked records to different tables, or even more complex formulas. And workflows are perhaps the most important. It's how we actually connect data from whatever different data sources we have and connect it to the front end of our application. And workflows can be used for simple things like fetch all the orders we have in the database and show it to my users, or it can be used for more advanced things like sophisticated calculations and integrations. We can click into a workflow and see it here on a visual canvas. This is a simple one by default, but we could have much more complex branching and logic built in. And while these workflows are visual in nature, they're created simply by you telling the LLM the business logic that you want to create, and it's automatically created for you. But it's convenient to be able to see every step along the way. What values are present, what the code does, can you summarize it for me, and what data is ultimately changed. Now, for those of you who are more technical, you can see the underlying code itself, and we can click on history to see how it actually executed. So I could filter these executions to find the right ones. I can open up the details, and here we can see each step of the workflow and what exactly happened. And we can even test the workflows ourselves by providing it input values and running the workflow. When it comes to adding new features to our app, we have several different ways of interacting with the LLM. By default, we'll give it new instructions with the build mode, and it's going to automatically take what we said and build something for us. You might use chat mode to talk about your architecture, your underlying data, or ask questions before you actually build something new. And there's also plan mode, which I really enjoy using to have the LLM actually create the plan so that I can see what it's going to do underneath the hood before it actually executes. We can also choose which underlying model that we want. So here I'm on Zite Max. I think this is good for kind of larger features with more complex architecture, versus on the other end where we have Zite Mini, which is better if we want smaller, faster changes. Now, if I add a new feature that it didn't really work out and I don't want to keep reprompting it to change it, I just want to change it back, that's a great time to use our version history. Here you can see the different iterations of your app simply by clicking on the different versions. And if it turns out I want to revert those changes, I can easily do so by clicking this Restore button. Once we're happy with the way our app is working, it's time to share it with our team. Here we've got a Share button, and if you have a website or a widget that you want totally public, you can say anyone with the link. But for an order management tool, we definitely want to restrict access. So here I don't have a users table yet, and I can simply say new table, and it'll create a users table for us. Now our app is safely locked where users need to log in before they can use it. And the part I love about this is that the users table is really just another table in the database, meaning we can add custom fields. We can have linked relationships to this users table that actually manages who accesses our application. And there you have it. We were able to prompt, build, and deploy our application. Now, for some of you, it might be overwhelming getting started entirely from scratch. So I encourage you to check out our Zite Marketplace, where we have lots of different applications that you can take for inspiration or build upon. And make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, where we'll keep helping you build better applications for your business.